I want to explain why the tutorial is kind of trash in this game. Like, it's not bad, and it's better than most. Like, it's way better than most tutorials. Okay, but here's the deal. This is the reason why most fighting game tutorials are trash, and they're not very good. Is because fighting games are inherently a psychological genre. More so than anything else. When you look at a game, right? When you look at a game, you have to think all games are trying to test you at something. Every game is a test, right? Fucking Candy Crush is a test of your ability to recognize patterns and match fucking colors and shapes, right? Like if you're shooting, a shooter is testing your reactions and your ability to aim, right? Fighting games test psychology and space control and things like that. And here's the problem, is that the tutorial does not teach you the inherent skills you need to succeed in the genre. They don't. They teach you the mechanics you need to survive the game. Does that make sense? Look, you look at this, right? Movement and attacks. It tells you how to move. It tells you what buttons to push to do attacks, but it doesn't tell you why you should move, where you should move to, and what attacks you should do when you get there. Blocking and throws. It explains blocking and how you block to avoid getting hit and throw to avoid just them blocking you all day. But it doesn't explain the importance of choosing when and where to block specifically and how to use throws specifically to open up someone who's blocking. Environmental interactions. Again, it doesn't really give you, special moves and combo attacks. That one is actually pretty good. That's just mechanics. That's just all mechanics. Here's how you do a special move. Here's how you do a combo. That works. Fatal blows and amplified special moves, basic combos. Like, this is all mechanical shit. This is a button. This is what it does, right? Advanced offense. This is how you do this stuff. Right? This dash cancels. It doesn't show you what you can do off of that. Advanced defense. It just shows you, right? But it doesn't show you the psychology of it. Look at blocking, mix-ups, right? It doesn't tell you how to set up a mix-up, right? You look at a command list and it just shows you moves. Look at the frame data. The frame data is actually pretty good. This is probably one of the better explanations for frame data. Unfortunately, the problem with frame data is they don't put it in words that make sense to people. People look at frame data and they think it's just math, but frame data is actually a measurement of time. And if people thought of frame data in terms of like a clock, right? Every move takes up a certain amount of time to do before anything happens, then frame data would make a lot more sense, but nothing ever really covers that. They just say, oh yeah, frame data is this, right? They don't drill it. Because people do this, right? How many people have this completed in the tutorial and still have no fucking clue what any of this shit means, right? Positioning and resources. Look, like it's like how to fight a zoner, how to be a zoner, right? Like this shit is awful. Like this shit is like absolutely bad. This is like the cringiest shit. The cringiest shit, because people bitch about zoning in Mortal Kombat and Injustice, because in Injustice the zoning is obnoxious, right? And in MK11 it's toned down to a point that I like it. But like to literally put in a tutorial how to get around zoning, people would not have a problem with zoning if they understood the psychology of fighting games at a fundamental level. Oh, he's just controlling this part of the screen and he's doing it from over there. How do I just be where that move isn't, right? How do I measure when I can move and when I can attack on zoning? Look, you look at fighting zoners and it just tells you like, oh, avoid the projectile and then dash in, crouch, block, and duck walk. That shit doesn't fucking help anybody deal with zoning at all, in any way, shape, or form. No one has ever done this tutorial. No one has ever gone on to Combat League and got fucked up by a Jade who did nothing but jump back shurikens. Gone here and did this tutorial. Fuck, dude, what is this shit? He just throwing shit. It's zoning? It's not spam. It's and then you do this. Nobody fucking learned how to beat that shit with this tutorial. Nobody. I guarantee you. Nobody learned that. But if they had a better zoning tutorial that explained the psychology and the mental aspect of zoning, which they kind of touch on here, right? They kind of touch on it here. Look at this shit. Look, well, let's go through it. What is a zoner's goal in a match, right? What is a zoner's goal? Time you out. I want to win by running out the clock. Literally, that is all zoning is designed to do. Zoning and zoners are designed to run out the clock. Do they ever mention the clock in this? Zoning is a strategy to keep your opponent at a specific range where you have an advantage. This limits their options and controls the pace of the match. Zoning typically involves keeping the opponent at long range. Look! It's not wrong, but they put the focus on the wrong shit. It's a strategy to keep them at range. No, it's not. It's not. Never. In the history, zoning is a strategy for controlling space to time out the clock, to limit their options and control the pace of the match. See, the second sentence, right? This limits their options and controls the pace of the match. That is zoning. That should be sentence number 1. You make it to where they cannot move and then run out the clock. That's zoning. And I can, all of this whole lesson, all of this I can sum up in 2 sentences. Don't let them move, right? Specifically, don't let them move into close of you, right? Don't let them move inside. But specifically, don't let them move, run out the clock. You win. That's zoning. That's zoning in a nutshell. All of it. You cannot. Is there any other way to explain zoning better than that? There's this whole fucking paragraph and this whole tutorial for zoning. If I were in charge of this, I would say, here is the lesson on zoning. Don't let them touch you. Run out the clock. And then I would set it to like a small amount. You have 15 seconds. This guy is a fucking gorilla. He's dashing in. Here is your command list. Figure it out. You have 15 seconds. If he touches you, you die. Do not let him get in. And all you have to do is survive 15 seconds. And if they did that, instantly the understanding of the concept of zoning makes sense. Instantly you're like, oh, don't get hit. Try not to let them move. And if I run out of time, I win. Also, make sure you're winning to zone. No, because you could sit there and use zoning as a tactic to bait a mistake, right? You just sit there. The whole idea behind zoning is to frustrate them to making a mistake. You do that by dragging out the clock. So even if you're losing, you can still zone to bait a mistake, right? They'll get impatient, and they'll start acting stupid. But it's like, you look at this. The foundation of your zoning game will be projectiles. No, it's not. It is not. This is wrong. Lightning bolt is a good attack for zoning since it travels at high speed and is safe on block. That is true. But zoning will not be projectiles. That's projectile spam. That's teaching people bad habits. That's why everybody fucking hates Mortal Kombat. Because the people that designed this tutorial did it from this perspective. They don't understand. Whoever did this doesn't understand fundamentals on a deeper level. They understand it on a surface level. Yes, zoning is spamming projectiles sometimes, but not every time. And so people are going to learn this game and they're going to think that's what zoning is, spamming projectiles. But it's not. It's not. It's controlling space, right? You are going to use lightning bolt, but you're going to use lightning bolt in conjunction with something else to control space and keep them out. This says, yeah, dude, just do the lightning bolt. Here, spam the lightning bolt. Look, you win. You win for spamming the lightning bolt. Opponents must take an action like duck, block, or jump to deal with the projectile, protecting them from freely walking forward to help you control the pace of the match. This should have been like all of that, right? This should have been one. This didn't need to be separate screens, right? This could have been the first screen, right? Zoning. Zoning is using long-range attacks to force movement out of them and control the movement out of them, and then control the pace. Here's a projectile. Here's another move. Don't let Scorpion get close. Boom. And then you let people play. Let them play. They act like everybody's fucking stupid and don't know how to figure out fighting game shit. Lol, I can't do a half circle. You better tone down the game. No, dude, people are smarter than you give them fucking credit for, because I taught a 12-year-old kid how to flawless block. So eat my ass on people can't figure this shit out. Let them play. Give them a quick 2-sentence description, a couple of moves. Listen, this is what you want to do. You want to zone. This is how you zone. Here are 3 moves to zone. Don't die in 30 seconds. And I tell you what, if you did that, people would figure out zoning. People would figure it out. Make a skin unlockable in there. Boom. Now you're set. Incorporate that into the story mode. Now you don't need a tutorial. You incorporate these lessons into the story mode. And then you can sit there and like, people will sit there. You set up this whole zoning thing, and it's like, oh yeah, Liu Kang is shooting fireballs at fucking Scorpion, and you have to, but your power is taken. You can't teleport. How does Scorpion get in on Liu Kang? There's a narrative already there that you could put in the story mode that you don't have to make it dry-ass, boring fucking schoolwork. Just let people play. Give them the basics. Give them a couple of fucking tips. Hey, man, this is what you want to do here and here and here. Now go fucking play, dude. Fighting games are fun. Reading is not fun. If reading was fucking fun, everybody would have the achievement for this tutorial, right? But it's not. And that would be day one, A1. If I were ever hired under NetherRealm, I would redo the whole tutorial system and make it to where people could actually learn and play and have fun. Because right now, all of the tutorials are just learning, and it's not fun. These are games. People want to play, right? And to just sit there, right? This is, dude, you look. It said do a lightning bolt. That's not, how is that interesting gameplay? I did a lightning bolt. Okay, move on to the next thing. I barely even understand why I do the lightning bolt. You gave me a paragraph and then said do the lightning bolt. I read the paragraph. It kind of makes sense, but I don't know shit about fighting games. Okay, lightning bolt, back, forward, and square. None of, like, you are no better at zoning or fighting zoning after doing this whole tutorial. You're not at all. What's the next one? Learn to time your projectiles to fire them as quickly as possible, creating certain obstacles. That's actually good. That's good, right? Do it 3 times. We got that. We got that. We got that. Done, right? Several broad projectiles can be more effective, right? Like, let me get out of here. But you guys, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Let me see what chat is. Let me catch up with chat. Let me see. What's up, Snellrack, you late-ass motherfucker? Be good for the developers to link community YouTubers in the game. I don't think they need to. That shit should just be in the game. They don't need to link it. Hey, as much as I would love for NetherRealm to link my stream, which they have done in the past, okay? I'm not going to, like, shit on them. They have given me shout-outs in the past. But as much as I would love that, I don't think that that would help. He said that's genius, Unreal. What's genius? Oh, you're talking to Unreal? Stephanie made this tutorial. Well, then I think Stephanie's teaching methods are leaving much to be desired. Let's see. Lightning bolt, 4-1, down 4, can yeah, exactly. Who is Stephanie? Some kind of video game personality. Stephanie is, I don't think Stephanie designed the tutorial. Stephanie is the lead of quality assurance at NetherRealm. So Stephanie is in charge. She doesn't actually, I mean, she does do some testing, but she's in charge of the team that does the bug testing and things like that. So she's not even in, she has nothing to do with that. That's why I think it's stupid. People like to target Stephanie for obvious reasons. People like to target her and shit on her. And those of us that know Stephanie know why people are trying to target her. Let's not be ignorant. We know why they fuck with her. But she has nothing to do with that, to the best of my knowledge. Nothing about the QA fucking manager leads me to believe they built the tutorial. Combat Cast Lady. Yeah, the Combat Cast Lady. Best chapter on story mode was Sonya without rings. I thought that was cool. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, check out the neutral tutorial. There's a neutral tutorial. Let me see. Let me see this shit. I think that, like, wait, there's a neutral tutorial in the game. Let me see this shit. Let me see. How bad is this? Is this as bad? Grounded neutral. Oh, God. Let me, is it just walking backwards and forwards? Is it that footsies shit? Let's see. Grounded neutral. Oh. Fight to control space with your attacks in neutral situations when no player has immediate advantage. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. That is true. Let me see. Let's see if this covers neutral in a way that makes sense, because I feel like my video broke down neutral. Let's see. Describe scenarios where no player has an immediate advantage and both players are free to attack, block, or move. That's actually right. That's 100% describes neutral in a nutshell. Like, that is all you need to know to understand neutral. Let's see. When playing the neutral game, your goal is to land successful attacks while avoiding your opponents. Put yourself in a situation where you have positional advantage or frame advantage. I would not even mention positional advantage or frame advantage. I would just have that first sentence. When playing the neutral game, your goal is to land a successful attack while avoiding your opponents. Here is an attack. Go. Land it. Don't get hit. Let's see. Knowing the ranges of your attacks is very important. In neutral, when an opponent is in a space that you can hit, it becomes more dangerous for them to take an action. True. Okay. So what? Oh, we're going to whiff punish that. Okay. All right. So there. Oh, this is a whiff punish. There it is. Whiff punish. God, I don't like that! Use the threat of your attacks to limit your opponent's options when they're in range. You don't necessarily need a hit, since some block attacks have frame advantage that can lead to pressure. Okay, faster attacks are more difficult for the opponent to react to, and you can interrupt their attack actions more easily, while longer range attacks can threaten and control space. Okay, Are you serious? This is what they're having you... Dude, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. They started out really, really good. But they should be showing you... what they should do is here is neutral. Control space, don't get hit. Here, you have these two moves. Like, limit their command list, right? You want to do training wheels. Limit their command list. You have down 4. Hit them with down 4. Don't let them hit you with down 4. Do that a couple of times. Do that until you unlock a skin, right? And then go from there. And then, like, it shows you the frames. They should not be showing you the speed of the moves. If you're talking about neutral, it has nothing to do with speed, except for in the case of whiff punishing. It has more to do with space control. They should be saying, look at this move. It has a huge hitbox. Look, he can't walk forward if you put this move, right? Like, if I just sit here and do this, look at a range on this. He can't press. He can't press if you do this move. He has to wait. He has to jump, and then you can jump over it. It's teaching you Scorpion's butt. No, it's not. It's not teaching me my ranges. It's not. None of this context makes sense. It's just saying this move is fast. Look. This move has 14 frames of startup, right? And yes, I'm at the perfect optimal range for it, but it never once told me that that's where I should stand to do it. Never once tells me. It just says, this is what it does. Here, do it. But, like, you can't put training wheels. It puts me in the exact range to do it, but it doesn't tell me that. So somebody that's doing this, it is, but it's not saying that. Infamous. It's not. That's why it's trash. Because think about it this way. Johnny never played Mortal Kombat. He's going to go in here. He's going to do all these moves. Oh, okay. It wants me to do 4-3. Let me do the 4-3. Okay, now I'll do the back 3. Okay, it's a 22 frame startup. It doesn't tell me that I should stand here. It doesn't even give me the opportunity to practice spacing it, right? Imagine if it said, yo, dude, this is the range you want to do 4-3. Now he's going to try to press. Now what you want to do is either move out of range or move in to hit the 4-3. You don't know if he's going to run away or if he's going to walk forward. If he walks forward, back dash and 4-3. If he walks backwards, forward dash and 4-3. You don't have any way to know, so you either have to guess or react. This is neutral. But it doesn't say that. It doesn't show that. It is, like, I agree that it's putting you in different ranges, but it should be telling people, dude, all of neutral is jockeying for position, right? Like, hey, man, if you stand here, you can hit me with 4-3 for a combo. But if I stand here, I hit you with 4-2 for a combo. But if I back up and you do 4-3, now you moved into my range and I can hit you with 4-2 for a combo. So I'll just backdash. I'll stand at your range where you want to hit 4-3. And I'm a backdash, your 4-3 comes out, I do 4-2, I get a combo. That's literally neutral. That's it. If you understand that, you understand neutral. The game does not explain that in a way that makes sense to someone who's never played fighting games. This is that college-educated fucking pussy shit of, here, let me give you rote instructions, memorize them, and do them. You're not teaching people to critically think. Okay, whoever did this went to college and got a degree. And that's why nobody knows how to fucking play this game. Because they taught you the college way, which is just memorize a bunch of shit. Don't think for yourself. Don't understand things on a deeper level so that way you can make decisions for yourself on the fly. Here is a move. Here's where you should stand. Do it every time. Don't fuck it up. This is why the tutorial's bad. Like, comment, and subscribe. I got tutorials for days on this fucking thing, and I'll teach you how to play Mortal Kombat. I also do it live on twitch.tv/SoCalHoneyBadger. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you think the tutorial is trash, then tweet that shit out to your mom.